So this was senior night at home against Morgan. This was our last year in the MEAC, and I think we were first in the conference. We ended up winning it. Yeah, we ended up winning
We were
it.
going crazy.
And I just remember that night, like I said, we had a couple dudes who don't usually start, like Gene, Lil Trey, all of them. And that night, y'all were just going off. I mean, we were up 20 the entire game. I don't remember who was killing all young. But the thing that I remember, their coach thought we were playing dirty, but we were just killing them the entire game. Like I think he was just mad. And I remember they were shooting. They came down. Gene was in the game because we were like 30, and their best player was shooting a free throw, and he shot it, and and Gene did what he was boxing out the shooter, but you know Gene's not the most nimble dude on his feet, so he boxed him out, but boxed him out pretty hard, and the kid went down, and then the coach, all you hear is the coach like, I told y'all you didn't have to put up with this anymore. Like, they do that again. Like, you got my full, like, approval to go back at them or whatever. Like, all right. Like, so we come down. We're on offense. I think we scored. Then the next possession comes down. There's a video of it, and it's the funniest video. Like, Gene is, like, on the baseline, like, trying to guard a screen or something. And one just not even dude who shot it, just another guy in Morgan State just ran over and clotheslined Gene, just knocked him down, and then everybody was like, "What's going on?" Like, and you see the kid, he circles around, and K Fish is just kind of standing there, and he just steals Kalen, like, And what I'll give you guys credit for is like all y'all like who was on the court. I don't remember who was on the court. You, Gene, K, I forget who the other person was, but all y'all kind of like huddled up like to protect each other. I remember Mr. Marshall running out to grab Gene, but the bench is just not even really our bench. You know, I'm always one of the first people out. If y'all remember, like any like fights or anything, I was always first one out to, you know,
I like it.
Protect y'all or whatever.
Yeah,
you know, I got a little swag. But the bench is just cleared, and they were just they were, you know, talking all this stuff. So now I'm mad, you know, I'm telling them, you know, get off the court, like just from getting beat so bad. They
started fighting
and it just didn't end well for them either way.
Good old MEAC, baby.
I remember three things specifically from that. The good old MEAC. I remember three things specifically from that. So I was on the court. So after the dude who hit K Fish, he was still like screaming me, and I was like, "Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't trying to fight." And so he just like turned away and was trying to fight somebody else. But after all that was going on, I remember live. He was at the end of the bench. He sit all the way down onto the court, and I was like, "Bro, ain't nobody fighting out here. Like, you weren't really gonna do anything." Okay.
You know, obviously, I was one of the first ones out there. And then, you know, you don't want our whole bench to come off. I turn around, I see Lai standing there. I'm like, yo, get back. Like, what are you doing? The last thing Lysander wants to do is fight. And that's why he had his hair, like, he had the big hair, too.
He had the mohawk. That was prime body. I'm playing with him. And then the last thing I remember was, didn't the coach, like, write a letter to you saying that you had used like foul language and you were being disrespectful?
Yeah, that was their athletic director.
That's what it was.
And again, I told this story. I mean, I tell the story all the time. Like, the only thing I said was like, get off the court, like leave. Like everybody's gone anyways. But next day, I think it was Trayvon. I think we were shooting in the gym, weren't we, Trey?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like Trayvon and someone else, and then coach came in, like with this letter that their athletic director wrote. It mapped out the whole fight or whatever. And at the end, the last paragraph was like, I've never been disrespected more by a coach than Matthew Hamilton, blah, blah, blah. And it was like, and then he went off and said that I said, all these profane language. And I was just like, that wasn't even close to what happened. Like, it was just the point they were trying to, because they were obviously in the wrong. And you guys did a good job of not doing anything. But I think that was one of the most just craziest, and we had our fair share of, tussles throughout the year. But that one takes the cake as far as just
for sure.
Just getting beat so bad. Then they just quit. They just left the court. So y'all know my roommate Chris, right? Yeah. So he was working. He had gone to concession stand to get like some food or whatever, and came back and saw this go. So there's a video that I got on my phone of him like the fight's going on, and he like walks out on the court with his phone, like taking his selfie and like recording it. Like, I'm like, what is this dude doing? My first year, y'all's freshman year, we used to go up to Williamsburg to stay in the hotel for home games, and y'all remember Reggie? Love Reggie. Reggie's such a creature of habit and a prima donna. Like, he had to have everything like his way. So we were in the hotel, and it was snowing that day, and the power went out like in the whole hotel. And like Reggie in the group text is like complaining like how cold he is. I'm like, yo, get under the blankets, like like you'll be fine if you. He's like, I'm about to leave, like blah blah. I think Q was saying something too. Like, but it was funny, and it was awesome for me because in high school we used to, like, before games we used to go to like the auditorium and play like hide and seek with like in the pitch black. There's just something we did throughout high school. So in Williamsburg when it happened, everybody was complaining. I was the only one at the hotel. This when I was like a GA at the time. And we were basically, because I think the bus went back because it's only 30 minutes. So we were kind of just there by ourselves. And the lights went out, and I think the people we were literally the only people in the hotel. And they gave us like glow sticks, and it was like 1, 2 in the morning. All you guys, I joined in. We were just running around the hotel playing tag, like just being kids.
I gave us a whole bunch of snacks too. I loved it.
I love those snacks.
So that was just a cool moment. Just, I'm big on the bonding and the relationship part. So that was just a funny moment. And I think we came out and won the next day by like 30. I'm big on just the memories. And I remember y'all's last year. I can't tell you what the date was or what the game, but I remember after one practice, I know it was you two, I think Kaylin, Lai, Ben might have been with us, a couple other guys. We just sat on the scorer's table and just laughed and told stories for, an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah.
And that's my biggest thing, with the coaching stuff. And, I like to help you guys and see everybody else succeed. And that was probably one of my best memories, especially with you two.
Trey, anything you got to say before I wrap it up?
Nah, man, just best of luck to you guys this season. Proud alumni right here, room for you guys. Definitely appreciate you for everything you helped us with in our careers and post-careers and everything. So definitely appreciate you coming on.
Appreciate y'all. Love y'all, boys.
All right, y'all. That's episode 2. Check it out. And Trey, you can go ahead and run it.
Thank you, everyone, for watching another episode of the OffBall podcast. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube, follow us on the Anchor app, Instagram, and Twitter, and we'll be back next week with more content.